Hello subscribers and everybody else of YouTube. I was supposed to make these two videos yesterday of two other movies I saw that weren't Pain and Gain or Two Guns, but I didn't get around to it. So for my first review, I'm going to review the movie from the director, first-time director of District 9, Neil Blomkamp. District 9, of course, is an amazing movie, and he's made a follow-up called Elysium, starring Matt Damon, Jodie Foster, and Sharlto Copley, who was also the main guy in District 9. So, did it live up to District 9? Find out right here. So Elysium is set like many years into the future, and it's about like on Earth. There's like it's all slums and everything, much like how District 9 was with the slums where the aliens lived. It was a lot like that, but I think this is set like even after District 9. So the Earth's all ruined and everything, and all the rich and sort of celebrities and anyone just lives up on Elysium, and then the people who don't have money and the people who poor people and everything, they're down on Earth still. So it follows Matt Damon's character, who he dreamed of going to Elysium as a child. Of course, everyone dreams of going to Elysium, and he thinks, he's never going to go to Elysium. He has a dead-end job working, building robots to work up on Elysium, and but one day he gets sort of exposed to the radiation from the robots, like in his factory. He gets exposed to it, and he needs to survive. He thinks, I'll get myself up to Elysium somehow. He goes to this black market guy called Spider, and this guy, he says he'll get into Elysium, but he needs money. But Matt Damon's character doesn't have money because, of course, he's poor, has a dead-end job. So he says, there's another option, and he gives him this exoskeleton. He sort of fixes it onto Matt Damon's body and says, you have to extract this information from this like top big shot guy who lives on Elysium. He's down on Earth. You have to extract information from him, and then we'll get you a one-way ticket up to Elysium. So he goes and tries to do this with his new exoskeleton, and things obviously don't go to plan, and the people in Elysium realize what he's doing and that he wants to come to Elysium, and they're all sort of like, nobody's going to come up to Elysium, only the rich people who we've said can come up here, anyone else, shoot them down. So they all discover what Matt Damon's trying to do, and so they get all angry and stuff. Just normal sort of movie action plot. Yeah, and they'll get angry with him, so they're like, you're not coming up here. And so they call this guy who was a sleeper agent who'd just been fired, they rehire him, called Kruger, who is definitely the best character in the movie. He is played by District 9's Sharlto Copley, and he is brilliant in his role. I mean, his accent, I don't want to sound racist or anything, but his accent really got on my nerves. But I don't think it was his natural accent. I think they sort of played on it a bit. Because in District 9, I could understand everything he said, he was fine. But in Elysium, he is just so annoying, his voice. But his character is really cool. He's a really, his acting is really good in this. And, it's sort of, it lives up to how he was in District 9 as Weakest. And, he's really good. So, Sharlto Copley was good in this movie. But I did have a problem with Jodie Foster's character, who was I think she was supposed to be the sort of leader of Elysium, who, she's the one that doesn't want people coming up to Elysium. And her acting was terrible, Jodie Foster. I mean, that was one of the faults I have in the movie. The movie's great and all, it's really good sort of action movie sort of thing, sci-fi elements really good in it. While not as good as District 9, it's still pretty good. It's a solid movie, but Jodie Foster, she was terribly miscast in this movie. Because, every scene, she's just like a female, okay, I don't want to sound offensive, but a female Stephen Hawking. Is that a bit bad to say? But, that's what she was like to me. It was like every scene, she was like, welcome to Elysium. And then in the next scene, she'd be like, shoot those guys down. They're not allowed to come to Elysium. And in the next scene, she could be all like, bitch, yeah, you don't know nothing about me. I'm a fucking pimp. It's just every scene, that's what she would sound like. There's nothing different about her. She's not her acting's just terrible. But, Matt Damon does a great job. Sharlto Copley does a great job. So, I say, well done to those guys. But Jodie Foster, you know, if she wasn't in the movie, it would have been so much better. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I'm not saying she ruined the movie. Her character was kind of unneeded, you know. But I'm glad they made it a female character, not a male character like they do in every other sort of action sci-fi movie. It's always a male leader. I'm glad they used a female leader. They just could have used a better actress, you know. Maybe Olivia Wilde, you know, just because she's hot. I don't care about her acting. I mean, if Olivia Wilde did the acting that Jodie Foster did, I wouldn't care because she's pretty hot, you know. So that could have worked. But you know, Elysium is a fun time. You will have fun with it, and I think if you're a fan of District 9, you will like it. While they are completely different though, because this one has, you know, a better budget, better actors aside from Jodie Foster. But you know, Matt Damon and Sharlto Copley. Sharlto Copley was in this one, so you know, I can't really say they had better actors because of Sharlto Copley. But he's easily the best part of the movie. So I really enjoyed his character. You know, it was different from Wickers. You know, Wickers is sort of the hero. He's kind of like an anti-hero because, you know, he's like, everyone thinks he's a bad guy, but he's not. But in this one, he's just the bad guy, and you know, you don't root for. Well, you kind of do root for him. You know, there's like this sort of scene. I don't want to, like, this is going to come off kind of spoilerish, but in Elysium, you know, you can fix up your like, you can heal yourself easily. You know, like if you've got cancer or whatever, you can go and heal yourself. That's one of the parts. Like Freda Pinto's in this movie, and her child has cancer, and that's like one of the reasons that Matt Damon like has to go up to Elysium. Like, he wants to go up to Elysium to like fix himself. When he sees this girl, he's like, yeah, I've got to get up to Elysium, because you know, at first he's like, but then he's like, you know, this is the thing that's kind of spoilerish. Like, Sharlto Copley was great. Like, his face like literally explodes. You know, he's got like no face, no eyes or anything. But when he gets up to Elysium, they sort of fix it up. So you know, that was pretty cool to see, like how they fix people up in that. And it showed like they could fix up cancer, and then that's why Matt Damon had the radiation. He wanted to fix that up. You know, that's what Elysium was like. You know, that's why you have to be sort of rich and everything to live up there, and they don't accept just like, it's like how they don't accept immigrants into the country. That's what it's like in the movie. It's like, that's a country like on Earth. You know, you're an immigrant or whatever. You know, it was really cool to see stuff like that. It was like District 9, the way that the aliens were sort of the immigrants. But yeah, I really liked it. But anyway, yeah, Sharlto Copley was great. Matt Damon was great as the lead role. While, you know, it's not much different, it's different from what he's done before, but I mean, like, his acting is not much different. He didn't really have to, like, put on an accent, or, you know what I mean? You know, his acting wasn't that different, but I think he was good in the movie, you know. And Freda Pinto was great in the movie. She was really good. So yeah, I will say that Elysium is a great time, and you will enjoy it, and I'm going to say it is a solid 4 out of 5. I'm not going to give it 5 because I gave District 9 5, and I can't say it's as good as District 9, but I'm going to give it a solid 4. The action's great, the special effects are great, it's a bigger budget, but while not as good as District 9, you know, the visuals are absolutely brilliant, and I think it could probably get nominated for an Oscar for that, you know, because District 9 got nominated for a lot. I don't think this is going to get nominated for Best Picture or anything, and I don't think it should. But I'm just saying, you know, it should get, like, Best Visuals. I think that it deserves that. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5, and of course, as always, I will give it a thumbs up. Where's the thumbs up button working? There we go. So yeah, have you seen Elysium? What do you think? Do you think it's as good as District 9? Do you think it's better, or do you think District 9's better? So let me know what you think. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon, because I'm going to bring you a movie review of We're the Millers. So yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.